Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. As you guys know, tomorrow is Good Friday. Um, I'm here now, but I won't be on tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. But I'm here now. It's 8 o'clock on a Thursday, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm having some tea and trying to. It seems like every time I come on here, my voice or something. I guess it's been a long day. But as I said, I'm dedicated to coming on and talking to you guys, uplifting you, because, like I said, we are living right now in uncertain times. And it's important that we lift one another up instead of tearing people down. So, with that being said, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys had a great day. And keep in mind, especially newcomers, that I am not a therapist, social worker, or counselor. I am somebody who's gone through a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of grief, a lot of challenges. And, I've learned lessons from it. Like I always say on this channel, people, situations, circumstances come into our life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And for me, many of these trials and tribulations were lessons, unlearned lessons that I had to repeat until I learned them. And once I learned those lessons, the doors were closed and I was able to move forward after that, traumatic time. So, guys, the topic of discussion, before we get into that, here's something to reflect upon, to ponder over. Okay, guys, how can someone give love to you if they don't love themselves? How can someone treat you with respect, with honor, adore you, put you on a pedestal when they don't love themselves? That's something to think about. I know for me, that's something I had to think about, go through, really, really meditate over. Because if you don't love yourself, what do you have to give to somebody else? How can you love somebody else? When you love yourself, you can freely give love to others. Respect, all the things that enhance a relationship, not destroy it, not bring hell to it. So that's something that I pondered over. And um, once I did the work and I started to really look at myself and do the work, I started to realize, as I self love, self care, and raise my vibration and continue to heal, that I don't want the toxicity anymore. And once I love myself, I can close the door to toxicity by setting boundaries and not repeating lessons. Then I can move forward to the good things. So that's what I've learned so far on this healing journey. So, guys, the topic of discussion tonight is to live your best life. Live your best life. That's how you win. Excuse me. That's how you win um, when it comes to challenges and toxicity and people, like coming back into your life like a revolving door to bring more toxicity. Continue to heal so that you can grow and evolve. Because if you're not healing, then what are you doing? And it's important to heal the pain, to have an outlet for it so that it doesn't stay stuck and stagnated within you. Because if pain stays stuck and it has no place to go, then how can you heal, grow, and evolve? How can you invite the good things into your life? Um, and one of the things you can do as you're healing, the first step I always talk about is connecting with a therapist, because I didn't know about this healing journey and how to, you know, get through all of everything that I went through. So, besides prayer to God and asking Him to help me, I had to take steps in a different direction. So, I started with therapy, and that's so important because once you do that, you can figure out the rest after, you know, and that's where I started was with the therapy. And then when my therapist told me to set boundaries, that's what I started to do so that I could stay focused on myself. And you're supposed to love yourself. You're supposed to self-care. You're supposed to heal because without healing, there's no growth. Without growth, there's no evolving. You stay stuck. So never allow anyone to tell you that you're not supposed to love yourself. There's a difference between loving yourself and being in love with yourself. But we all are supposed to love ourselves. Love yourself enough to take care of your physical and mental health so that you can grow, heal, and evolve. Set boundaries so that you can stay on your path. Because if you don't set boundaries, then as you grow, heal, and evolve, the toxicity could try to come right back in. And why would you allow toxicity back into your life after you did all this hard work to heal, to grow, to evolve? Why would you let the toxicity back in? So it's important to set boundaries. With other people. People don't like boundaries. Some people don't like it, but let people know, explain to them that you have to heal. And this is what you have to do for yourself. Because if you don't heal and you don't take care of your physical and mental health, you can't take care of anything else or anything around you. So it's very important. This should always be a priority. Never allow anything in your life that is not for your highest good. In the beginning, when you're healing, sometimes we have to learn what's for our highest good. But when you start to heal and feel better, you do better. And, you don't want to repeat lessons. So it's important to learn the lesson as quickly as you can so you can close the door to that scene scenario and you can move forward. Otherwise, you will be repeating lessons. Each time a lesson come back around, it's worse than ever. And look at situations and circumstances and ask yourself if these things are for your highest good. I know when it comes to dating and, relationships and things, I like to take my time because in the past, I would just jump into a situation, not a situation, but a relationship. And then I would find out all the toxic stuff afterward. What I do now, I take my time, build up a friendship. And if a person don't want to take their time, then I'm not for them because everything I do now is with taking my time, to get to know a person, to get to see if this is, right for me, and vice versa for that person to do that as well, you know. But it's different now because when you self love and you heal, um, because I didn't learn lessons right away, I repeated them. So I know what these things look like because I had to repeat them over and over again before I learned. So when something is not for my highest good, I can detect it. And then, sometimes I have to tell people, well, this is not for me. Whereas before, if I didn't, I would just continue to see where it was going to go. If I feel uncomfortable with it, no, this is not for me. I'm quick to say, this is not for me. So look at situations and circumstances, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, it could be anything. And if it's not for your highest good, or ask yourself if this situation is for my highest good. And your intuition will always lead you. It will never lead you in the wrong direction. So listen to your intuition because it's trying to tell you something. Don't ignore it. And as you learn these lessons, close the doors or set boundaries so that you can open new doors to your new beginnings. Because behind those new doors, as you learn the lessons, are good things waiting for you, you know. So embrace those things and set boundaries with the past. And that's, you know, what I've been doing little by little. In the beginning, I was terrified of doing that because as you do that, you lose people out of your life. But sometimes people are in your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. Some people are not meant to stay in our life. That's the lesson I had to learn as well, because they are there to teach a lesson. They are not there to be there forever for a lifetime. Something that we may not be getting or learning that we have to repeat, so that situation resurfaces again so that we can learn the lesson. And once we get it, then we don't have to repeat it anymore. We can move to a new beginning and continue to take care of yourself. You know, when you self-care, uh, one of the things, massages, nice restaurants, pamper yourself, you know, and know your worth, know what's for your highest good and what's not. And as you give love to yourself and you start to self-care, you can give that easily, the new version of yourself, to somebody who's worth it, you know. All these things are important. Take care of your mental health, and minimize the toxicity as much as you can. You can't get rid of all of it because we live in a world of toxicity, but you can definitely minimize how much you take in and take care of yourself that way. Be around people who are going to uplift you, motivate you, encourage you on your path, not those who are envious of it, you know, and continue move forward. And as you do so, you're going to feel better. As you feel better, you do better. And then one day you will be in a position to help other people who actually are going through trials and tribulations that you already went through and that you overcame. And you can help them do the same, you know, as I am on this platform to talk to other people and tell them how I overcame things. Many of these things I asked God to help me, and I made vows to Him, stayed in prayer. But I tell you guys, what's happening now is that as I take a step, God is behind the scene taking 2, 3, and 4 steps. He will not let me fall. He will not let you fall if you're determined and you're in an upright and you are doing the work to heal. He will be right there to help you. I promise you that, you know, because I'm living proof of that. You know, guys, don't give up on yourself because there's only one you. And always, you know, look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are worth it and you are worth it. It is better to be at a place of inner peace than to be broken down into pieces. That's the message today, guys. Thank you for being here. Remember, tomorrow is Good Friday. Let's think about the life of Jesus and what He's done for us. Stay in prayer. Be around people who will uplift you and motivate you and keep moving forward. And I'll see you guys again on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you sometime Monday. Please subscribe to the channel because I can't dedicate to a time, so that if you subscribe, you will know when I'm on and you can join me at that time if you can. And please share comments, but make sure they're respectable. Thank you again and have a good weekend, guys. Bye for now.